Hey, what's up guys? John here. In Austin, Texas, there's 12,127 Airbnb listings. In comparison, there's 3,329 homes for sale. Look at the chart to the right. It looks like literally every single property is an Airbnb listing. And you look to the left, it looks like a normal housing market. Well, this thread, this Twitter post, got 5.1 million views.
What we're really focused on now is making sure supply is growing. Supply is growing 18% year over year.
Everyone is talking about what is happening in Airbnb, and the more I look into it, the more I realize that this trend is very likely going to spread to many other markets all throughout America. Talking about Los Angeles, San Francisco, Miami. I mean, all these tourist hubs are likely going to see the same thing. And not just those hubs. I think we're going to see it in a lot of cities, a lot of towns, a lot of counties all throughout America. And what is this trend going to actually look like, and why is this going to be so big? Why is Brian Chesky, the CEO of Airbnb, warning that this is going to hit America like a tsunami? For good reason. I'm going to break it down for you. Hit the like button. YouTube will share this content to educate more people about what's actually going on in the real estate market. And if you want to fix your credit, we'd love to help you. At my company, GreatCreditFast.com. That's GreatCreditFast.com. If you have late payments, medical bills, charge-offs, foreclosures, bankruptcies, repossessions, you have a problem on your credit report, it's going to stay there from the date in which it was filed for 7 years, in most cases. So don't wait 7 years. Don't wait many years. Don't miss this massive wealth transfer that's unfolding because of bad credit. Book a call down below, GreatCreditFast.com. Take a look at this. So there are 3,329 homes for sale in Austin. There's 12,127 Airbnbs in Austin. Do you get it yet? Right? Well, it's going to get so interesting here because Austin housing market down 11.67%, right? Since year to date, 11.67%. Americans have spent nearly all of their excess pandemic savings, and the economy may suffer as a result. So why would Airbnb listings be on the rise if there's going to likely be a contraction in tourism, in travel? Well, here's why. So excess savings in U.S. households built up during the pandemic will probably be exhausted by the current quarter, according to research from the Federal Reserve Bank of San Francisco, removing a key support for consumer spending that has boosted the U.S. economy this year. What Brian Chesky, the CEO of Airbnb, is saying, I'm going to get into that in just a second, is going to, I think, it's going to hit every single street. It's going to, I'm not being dramatic, because of what's going to happen here. And this isn't just him saying it. CEO of Citadel, Ken Griffin, the highest paid private equity manager in the world, is saying the same exact thing. So our updated estimate suggests that households have less than $190 billion of aggregate excess savings by June. San Francisco Fed researcher, right? So they're saying they had $190 billion in June. Well, Ken Griffin in March, right? So you're talking just 2 months after this, says consumers have $1 trillion, roughly $1 trillion, but they're spending upwards of $100 billion a month, right? So they're spending more than $100 billion a month. As interest rates are continuing to rise, the cost to service credit card debt, cost to service auto loans, home equity lines of credit, adjustable rate loans, all of these costs are continuing to rise. Inflation is continuing to get much, much, much more stubborn than people are anticipating. And so what's ultimately going to happen? Come in a couple months, people are going to run out of money. Well, when we're looking at this housing market scenario, which is very unique, in 2020 and 2021, 40% of all mortgages were taken out at record low mortgage rates. Talking 2%, 2.5%, 3%, 4%. These very, very low rates, high home prices, very low mortgage rates, people don't want to let go. So what are they going to do? Well, here's what the CEO of Airbnb is saying. Airbnb CEO sees a recession opportunity, renting out a single room in your house. That's what they're going to do. We're going to start to see this likely happen. Not all properties, of course, but many people that bought these properties that do not want to refinance from a 3% mortgage to an 8% mortgage are either going to rent out their home entirely, but then where would they go live? That's the big question. Rent out rooms in their home, which seems more practical, sell their property if they have equity. So that's what we're going to likely see. Millions of people ask themselves, what option is best for me? And so as this begins to happen and there becomes a entry-level, price point. Maybe they rent out a room for $400 a month, $500 a month, $600 a month. If this starts to happen, and people say, John, they're not going to rent out rooms for $500, $600 a night. If you start to see a scenario where 500,000 or 1 million new housing units or rentals hit the market, you're going to start seeing a rush to the bottom because studios and one bedrooms are going to likely start to compete with these, these room for rent scenarios. And that's what I think is going to happen. I think we're going to start to see a lot more inventory hit the market. And also, there's 1.7 million for rent properties under construction right now built by developers that they thought they had home buyers at 3% mortgages. A lot of them are just going to go for rent. You're going to start seeing all these people, all these properties start hitting the market for rent. And when I'm looking at this, and I'm looking at this trend, I can tell you point blank that what we're going to start to see is a scenario in which insurance is going to continue to rise, property tax is going to continue to rise, utilities are going to continue to rise, the cost of being a property owner is going to continue to rise, and people that never, ever imagined listing their property for rent are going to start to. People that never thought they'd rent out rooms in their property on Airbnb, they're going to start to consider it. It's not going to be, today, it's not going to be tomorrow, it might be in 6 months, it might be in a year. Jerome Powell is going to continue to increase interest rates in the short term. He's said it. He's going to continue to increase interest rates in the short term. What is that going to do? It's going to put a lot of stress on consumers. It's going to put a lot of stress on this economy. And what do people do when they're financially stressed? They do things they otherwise would never consider doing. When the market's booming, they're buying new cars, they're going on vacation, they're flexing on Instagram, they're spending money. When the market is contracting, they're batting down the hatches and they're trying to hold on for dear life. If you have a 3-bedroom house and it's, you're a single guy, a single woman, you have 2 rooms in your, in your house that are vacant, you might consider renting them out. You might consider renting them out. And you have to just ask yourself that question. If those tenants could go and rent out that room for, X, $500, $600 a month, whatever the number is, and their only other alternative is going to spend $1,000, $1,200, $1,500, $1,800 at a 1-bedroom apartment, what are they going to do? That consumer is probably just as financially stressed as you. So they are going to continue to move into that scenario, right? So that's, I think, what's going to happen. I think we're going to start to see a lot more pressure on these rentals. I think we're going to see a lot of property owners start to lean into renting out rooms in their properties. Now, I don't think it's going to happen right away. I really don't. But I do think this is the trend. I think this is what's going to happen. We're going to start to see a lot of change. Airbnb is going to go from this beautiful type of tourist option, hotels, Airbnb, to where it's going to be more of a survival strategy for millions of Americans. It's an unfortunate scenario, but if you just look at Austin, Texas, think about it. The average down payment for a first-time home buyer at the height of the market in 2020 and 2021 was only 6%. And if these values are already down, 11.67%, you look at that, they're basically down 19%. If they were to sell their property, they'd have to come out of pocket. They're down 19%. How are they going to do it? 19% meaning the down payment they've already lost, right? So that's what's going to happen. We're going to start seeing a hell of a lot of for rent inventory in America. We're going to see a lot more Airbnb inventory and a lot of opportunity for investors that are looking to buy. And people might say, John, why would you invest when there's going to be, all of this change? Because money is made in the change. Money is made when the masses are afraid. And so if you're looking at buying rentals, you're looking at buying deals, you want to do it when everyone else is financially stressed, when everyone else has to make a decision. They don't have the, the leisure of saying, you know what, I'll sell in a year, I'll sell in 2 years, I'll hold on, I'm going to, and they have all these options. They sell, you want to buy when they have to sell. And I think that's going to be coming much sooner than people realize. We were in a massive housing mania the last couple of years. Massive mania. Everyone and their mom wanted to be an Airbnb investor, and everyone wanted to be a house flipper. Everyone wanted to invest in real estate. But if you've noticed, a lot of people are talking, they're pretty quiet when it comes to house flipping right now. Pretty quiet when it comes to Airbnb investing right now. There's just not as much activity. Why is it? It's because the balloon, the bubble, it's deflating. It's deflating pretty fast. And I think in no time, we're going to start seeing some huge opportunities for investors to run out there and pick up some incredible deals, especially in a lot of these tourist areas. South Florida, huge. Boca Raton, Miami Beach, Sunny Isles. You start looking at LA and San Francisco. You start looking at San Diego and all up the coast in California. You start looking at all these different cities people would travel to. You're going to start to see a lot more inventory hit that market. People are buying these second homes, saying, hey, you know what? Inflation's a big problem. I'll buy a second property. I'll Airbnb it. Now they're sitting on 2 properties and a changing economy with softening wages. So I think massive opportunity is going to be coming to the real estate market. I think Airbnb is going to highlight and even drive further distress in the real estate market, especially for leveraged landlords that purchase properties for way above true value. And now they have to refinance at these much higher interest rates. What do you think about this entire scenario? Where do you see the real estate market going Drop your comments below, hit the like button, add me on IG for content I'm definitely not going to post here. And if you want to fix your credit, you want to position yourself for this great wealth transfer. This is the greatest wealth transfer we'll ever see in our lifetimes. We'd love to help you, give you a free strategy session on how we can help you fix your credit at greatcreditfast.com. That's greatcreditfast.com. Go there, schedule a free strategy session. If you have late payments, medical bills, charge-offs, foreclosures, bankruptcies, you have a problem on your credit report, or your credit score is just much lower than you think it should be, maybe there's an issue there that you're not aware of, we can look into it for you and give you our opinion and feedback on what you could possibly do to fix it at greatcreditfast.com. Catch you guys in the next video.